Recording, and we're good. Hi, I'm Philip Lee. I'm with the PR and marketing department, and I'm here with the SCC Foundation. I'm here with Kyle Woodrow. He is the Chief Development Officer, and I am with Sarah Thompson, who is Associate Director of Annual Giving and Alumni Engagement. How are you guys today?
Fantastic. How are you?
Good, thank you. And you guys are actually having an event right now. It's a virtual event, and it's the online. It's the an online auction, correct?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
we're very
All
excited
right. So
about
why
our
don't you guys
first
tell us a
ever.
little bit about it?
Well, it's our first ever online auction that we've ever done, so we're all learning a little bit as we go. But due to COVID and some of the issues around that, we had to make a decision early on whether or not to push forward with our live event as we've always done it, or try to do something a little different. So this year we decided to do it a little bit different, and it's kind of a holdover from when we couldn't do it last year to this year. So we're having this auction here. It's from May 8th, which is already passed, to May 18th. Bidding closes at 8 o'clock, and it'll
It starts closing at 8.
closing out at 8 o'clock. Yep. And you can go to it at gatlinauction.com, or you can go directly to the site, 345auction.com. We've always worked with Gatlin Auction in the past. They've always been our live auctioneer, and so they helped us work out how we could make an online format work out, and who to work with on that. So that's why there's two websites for that. So those who know Mike well and with Gatlin Auction, go to his site directly. Just when you do, be sure to wait for the SCCC Foundation logo to pop up and scroll through, click on that, and then it'll take you through where to register and all those kind of things. But we have about, what, Sarah, 95 items or so on the site.
Yep, right around that.
Lots of active bidding going on right now, so go in and drive
There's
those
some
prices
good bidding
up.
wars happening.
Be ready
Yeah,
to
I'm
buy
seeing that.
some.
I'm on the site right now, and there are actually some really kind of cool things going on. One of the cooler things actually is the I think is the unskilled labor over there from the baseball team. You actually have 30 to 32 of the kids who actually will help them for 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah,
And if you have a lot of work to be done, that's just a bargain at any price, actually.
it is. And that we have, they always auction that off at the live auction. And it's typically one of our higher priced items. Yeah, people love that because I mean, an entire baseball team to come do, a day's work, you can get a lot accomplished. You could pack up your house, you could clean out your church, get a lot of yard work done. I don't know, lots of stuff.
Yeah, what sort of went into actually making this online? I mean, what was the decision? Obviously, you guys could have like you sort of just paused it because this was actually supposed to be done last last August or something like that, I guess, give or take. But you
September,
guys decided, and obviously because of the pandemic, there were stops and starts, and then you guys just to do it virtually. And I guess that there's really nothing wrong with that at all because we're actually trying to do what the purpose of the foundation is to raise money, and this is a great way to do that when you couldn't do it live, correct?
yeah. Part of the decision came, we had to make some decisions about when to reschedule from last September. We had already collected, the team had already done a lot of work. Our little group of volunteers that had been really instrumental in helping us gather donations and things like that. They'd already done all that work. We've been sitting with all these donations now for quite a number of months. And so we still wanted to honor our donors, and we still wanted to have an auction that we could use the gifts that they'd given us, the donations they'd given us for our auction. But we were kind of stuck with, well, when's this pandemic going to be over? When will things open up a little bit more? When will the county relax some of their rules? When can we do in person? When can we? And we finally just had to make a decision to go with it online because we felt like it was, one, the safest thing to do, where we wouldn't have to be changing or canceling anything. But we also thought, like, let's try it. Everything else has been new in a COVID year, and so let's just try something new and different and see how it works. And everybody in the community is used to coming to the one, but with COVID, everybody got used to being online and having to do other things. So we thought, let's just try it. We'll see how it works, and maybe in the future we'll do it in addition to the live event. Maybe we'll replace the live event. Maybe I don't think we'll replace the live event. We're all anxious to get back to that. So September 25th, 2021, mark your calendar. That's when the live auction will be back in full too. So it's going to be kind of back to back for us, but spans 2 different school years for us. So, but those were some of the thoughts that went into it. We just wanted to make sure we were safe and that we could still provide an opportunity to honor our donors and the folks who have contributed and spent so much time trying to make it happen. And so while we have some savings in costs, we're losing out a little bit on the sort of being together and kind of that fun that comes from being at a live event and raising up the prices. But so far with the bidding wars going on, we're kind of feeling like this could still be very successful for us. And we're excited about it. It's just things like Sarah mentioned, the baseball team and things like that, where there's an opportunity to really talk about it and have some of the people there and to do some of that stuff. I mean, our baseball team right now is in the middle of this weekend in playoffs and hosting a game. Like, so you're not going to get the baseball team before next year at this point. But it is like a big deal, for that. But those kinds of things are really more about the community and more about building connections and relationships within the community. And so that's why they do it. I mean, getting some unskilled labor for dirt cheap is great, but that's not totally the message we're trying to send out there. It's really more about getting our team and those who participate and volunteer into community, getting to know people, talk to them, and yeah, they're making a few bucks for the foundation to go back into scholarships and programs. So
Right.
that was some of the reasoning behind it, but we are definitely looking forward to getting back to live event and really thinking about what we want to do with this auction moving forward. There's always been themes, there's always been different things, but maybe we need to mix that up too. And so maybe there's a way that we do a hybrid, or maybe we still do an online auction again, but in a different time of the year or something like that. But already had people come up to us and invite us to consider some things they would put in the live auction for the fall, and some exciting like trips or gifts or things like that. Just so there still is excitement and interest for that. It's just we all recognize where we're at now and what we're trying to make the best of it. And so far so good. Thanks to Sarah and our team here in the office, Sherelle and Caberlin, our student worker. They all worked very hard to make this thing happen and get it going. So
Well, it looks like it's definitely it definitely looks very active. There are actually a lot of bids on there, and so that's really good. It actually, for the amount of time that actually has been out over there, it actually seems to be very well received. So I think you guys have done a great job of doing that. Talk a little bit about the foundation and the purpose of these auctions. Obviously, they go to fund a lot of different things, and the foundation is a very important part of the college. So can you talk a little bit about the foundation a little bit?
I can, the foundation has historically been mostly a scholarship foundation, providing a lot of the support to the institution, to the Seward County Community College, and scholarship dollars to students and that. We have in more recent years tried to expand some of that reach to be some of the programs and projects that are needed as well. And so the foundation is the supporting institution to the college and provides support in form of scholarship dollars and program monies and some of projects that we have going that we can support, raise funds for, and create awareness for, not just for the college but also in the community. Part of our mission does state that we are promoting not just all the interests of the college, educational opportunities and those things, but also the cultural and educational interests across the state of Kansas, to be quite honest. And so we're trying to live more into some of those roles and what that means to be a foundation that, supporting primary role and responsibility to support the college, but also to support our community. Like we really feel that we need we're here for the community. As President Bennett always likes to say, community is part of our name as a college. And so, as a foundation connected to that college and as part of our name, we're also for that. So the auction, what we exist for, those things, it's really about trying to just promote, the well-being and the betterment and enrichment of our students and our constituents, and provide, I think one of our vision statements is to provide unparalleled resource for those programs and scholarships. So anyway, that's what we do. We've existed since the college was established. depending on who you talk to, some will say the foundation existed first and then the college, and then others will say, no, the college got chartered, it didn't open up yet, but then the foundation came. That was a long time ago. We don't want to split hairs, but we've worked a lot of years, together with the college and the foundation. We have a wonderful board. Stephanie Ormson is our new president, and we have a wonderful board that really seeks to try to do what's best for our students and for our programs, and supporting athletics, supporting all of our other educational departments, and what's best. We have a big building project, for instance, coming on that we're taking on with completion of the Sharp Family Champion Center, phase 2, parts A and B. We're kind of leading the charge with that. We got the blessing of the trustees to push forward with that project, and so we are, and we're looking to have that completed within a year or so. As soon as we can kind of finalize that. But so those are just some of the things we do. Sarah and I were just talking today about how we got to keep thinking how the foundation can do and put on some more programs and educational opportunities that we can offer as a foundation, who we can partner with, whether it be, for instance, Seward County Community or Seward County Development Corporation, or whether it be within our own institution with BNI, whether it be with whoever in the community, but who we can partner with even to further our shared interests and mission.
Yeah, without a doubt, there is no doubt the importance of the foundation. And over the past, few years, we've had a lot of gifts from, community out over there to really help us. And that I'm sure that's actually been a great part of the foundation for helping those things out. One of the great things about this auction is that it's a lot of fun. I think that people sort of get a chance to bid on stuff, and then the money goes back into the college for our community and our future out over there. And I think this gives them a little bit of, like I said, a good time. It's not just giving money, but they actually get something back. And it's all for, as we say, a great cause.
Very much so.
But one of the things I was on this hour about was that, yeah, and you had mentioned it, was that we hopefully will go back to a live auction come on, you said September 25th. And so hopefully,
yeah.
So hopefully everything, hopefully your fingers crossed that everything sort of works out and that we can get back to that. Like you sort of said, one of the great things about the event, and while the online auctions are great, that's sort of exactly what sort of the way that we've sort of transformed ourselves over this COVID thing. But I think that people are ready to go out and have an event and have a good time and meet with people. And like you said, having the actual mic going over there and just raising the auctions and pointing people and getting into that. I think that that's an absolute great event where not only people have fun, but community, people get together and have a great time with that.
Yeah, and at the live event, a lot of the different student groups actually help with the live event. So they're there, so they are getting to meet community members and visit, and they're getting some community service, servant leadership, but they're also, making those connections with people in the community, which is what it's all about. So
yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. That is absolutely correct. We usually have a lot of our athletes, a lot of groups come out over there, and even people from the communities actually providing entertainment for us all the time. And so I think that's absolutely great. Again, it just sort of bonds us all together. And especially when you see the kids out over there helping out, giving up, we always think that they just take, but really it's all about giving as well. And I think that the one great thing about the college and our students is that they really do realize that it's not all about taking what they give, it's about giving back as well. And unfortunately with the pandemic, we've sort of had to sort of curb back on that. But as we sort of seeing, as things loosen up a bit, they're coming out. We're helping as much as we can.
yes.
But anyway, okay. Is there anything else that you guys want to add about this?
Well, I would just throw out the website again, either website. You can find the auction online at either gatlinauction.com or at 345auction.com. if you guys have any questions, you can certainly call our office and we can help you get registered or answer any questions about any of the items. If you click on an item, it'll give you a description and more information on each item. Anything else, Kyle?
Nothing from my end, just go Saints, and thank you for all your support out there, and we look forward to seeing you at the live event soon, but look forward to seeing your name on the bid sheet at the end of the auction on the 18th as well. So you can, part of this auction, you can either register your name and you can be anonymous, or you can register and your name can be known. So you choose what you want to do if you want to do it that way. But we do appreciate all the support given to us by our community, by our donors, and certainly by the college and all the faculty and staff and students that all the hard work that goes into making this really happen. And like I say, this year has just been a different year for everything around, and we're really excited to be able to offer this and do it this way still and have a lot of fun with it. So thank y'all.
And just one more thing, there are over almost 100 items up for bid, and the final day, it will be Tuesday, May 18th. So you still have about just about a week, give or take. And
Yep.
So come on out, bid on these items, bid a lot, and just remember that this is for an amazing cause.
Bid often and bid high, Phil.
That's right. Guys, thank you so much for your time. And Sarah, is there a phone number that they can call?
Yes, they can call 620-417-1135, 1135.
All right. Okay, guys, thanks a lot for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Phil.
Okay. All right.